Hi, Stacy. I hope I'm not messaging you at a bad time. I was wondering if you have a minute to chat.
Good morning, Olivia. You didn't catch me at a bad time at all. I was just having a cup of tea after finishing my morning chores. Is everything all right?
Yes, everything is okay on my end. But, I keep in touch with your daughter, right?
Yes, of course. Chrissy tells me you to exchange messages quite often. I remember she downloaded the message app with you on the day she got her smartphone, like yesterday.
Yes, you are right. We've been messaging each other practically every day since she got her phone. Gee, how long ago was that?
I think it was when she was 9 years old. So, it's been 3 years already.
Has it been that long? Time flies.
Doesn't it? Back then, I was quite hesitant to give my daughter a smartphone at such a young age. But it was around the time Nick was assigned to his project in Asia, so I hoped it would help us get through his absence.
Yes, I remember you were worried. I know it wasn't an easy decision.
I was so nervous at first. But I think it was a good call to give her a smartphone after all. She is a smart child, so she understands her boundaries, and it's been very helpful. She is able to keep in contact with her dad, and I can get a hold of her whenever I need. I'm able to feel more secure knowing she has a smartphone with her.
I'm glad you feel that way. I can see it worked well for your family. Nick must feel the same since he is able to keep in touch with her from across the globe. But it's been nice that Nick has been able to come back home more often now.
Not enough, but yes. He should be coming home for a couple days next month too.
Oh, that's wonderful. I am very happy that you three have a great relationship. I always love it when you come visit me as a family.
Thanks. We will be visiting you together when he comes back next time. Anyways, Olivia, did you need to tell me something?
Yes. Sorry, I went off track. There's one thing that's been concerning me. I heard from Chrissy that you have been very busy lately. She told me you come home way past supper time.
Oh, was this about me? Well, yes. I have been coming home later than I would like to recently.
Chrissy told me how you would come home as late as 9 p.m.
Yes, I guess I have done that a couple of times. Sorry to make you worry.
I know I should mind my own business, but I'm old. Worrying is like an old person's job. Chrissy, on the other hand, is only 12 years old. And I just don't feel so comfortable hearing that my 12-year-old granddaughter is home alone until 9 p.m.
I understand. Just to let you know, though, I don't always come home that late. I've had important errands to run and people to meet. It just happened to occur around the same time, so I was suddenly super busy. But it's not like I come home at 9 every night, so please don't worry too much.
Oh, okay. I must have misunderstood Chrissy then, because I thought she was saying you haven't been home early for weeks now.
She might have been sarcastic with you. She's a 12-year-old, so she does that a lot these days. Anyways, things have settled down now, so I won't be as late anymore. Thanks for looking out for my daughter, though.
Of course, but if you need my help, I'm happy to come over and stay with Chrissy. If you prefer, she can stay with me at my house too. I'm sure you have plans with friends or things that you want to do. There's nothing wrong with having a good time once in a while. So if you need an adult to look after her while you're out, just let me know. Besides, I've got nothing to do anyways.
Thanks, Olivia. That's very thoughtful of you. But I don't think your help will be necessary. In fact, I would prefer to keep our lives to ourselves. And by that, I mean we would like to be independent. No offense.
None taken. I understand what you're saying. Sorry, dear. I didn't mean to be nosy. It is not my intention to interfere in your life. I just want to make sure you two are safe. That's all. I will respect your privacy.
I know you would, Olivia. I think we have a very good relationship right now, and I feel very grateful for that. I think by respecting each other's privacy, we can keep it that way, So, like I said, there's no need for you to feel that you need to help us. It's best for the both of us.
I get it, and I appreciate your honesty. But I've been asked from Nick to see how you two are doing while he is away, and now Chrissy has told me in person that she is alone at night sometimes. So please understand, I'm simply worried. I'm not trying to force myself into your family or anything.
I understand, Olivia. And I hope you understand, too, that I have good reasons for coming home late sometimes. I'm raising Chrissy on my own at the moment, so from time to time, I will get very busy trying to shuffle everything. But not because I'm a bad mother.
Stacy, you are a wonderful mother to Chrissy. I will be careful not to overstep. I promise. I'm sorry if you felt that I have. All right, I've kept you long enough. You and Chrissy take care. Hi, Stacy. Can I talk to you for a minute? I know I said I wouldn't interfere too much, but Chrissy told me you've been coming home late again recently. Is everything okay? I am very worried.
Again, Olivia? I thought you said you were going to respect my privacy. I really don't owe you an explanation for anything. I have my own good reasons. Please stay out of it.
I did say that I would respect your privacy, but I can't ignore when it comes to the safety of my own granddaughter, or any child actually. She waits for you alone at night. How can I possibly not say anything? She is 12 years old, Stacy.
I know how old my daughter is. Listen, I had a thing I couldn't miss. So I came home late one time, that's all. I kept in touch with Chrissy while I was out to make sure she was okay. So there really isn't anything for you to worry about.
What was it that you couldn't miss?
I was just seeing someone I don't get to see often.
Was this person so important that you were willing to risk your daughter's safety?
What is that you really want to say to me? Are you saying I'm not allowed to see anyone because I'm a mother? Am I not allowed to enjoy myself because I must take care of my child? You know what? I've had enough of your scolding, Olivia. You really are overstepping now.
Of course you're allowed to see anyone you want, but Chrissy said she saw you getting in the car with a man she doesn't know. So I wanted to clarify who this important person is.
Excuse me? Oh my God, you think I'm cheating on Nick? How dare you? He's just a friend.
Chrissy said you came home late the night she saw you with him. So I think you do need to explain yourself. I can understand that you're upset that I am suspicious of you, but your actions are leading me to it. So, if I am misunderstanding you, then please explain.
Fine. Perhaps my actions were suspicious enough for you to think that, but you can't assume I'm cheating on Nick from what a 12-year-old tells you. They are rebellious and sarcastic. Like I said, he's just a friend who came to pick me up on our way to see some friends. And to be clear, I am not cheating on my husband.
That is why I am asking you directly, Stacy, because I don't think you are the kind of person to cheat. I have known you as my daughter-in-law for several years now. I trust you.
Well then, you should have believed me in the first place and never said such silly things. You're hurting my feelings.
If that is what you would like me to do, then stop doing things that would make me suspicious of you. I'm trying really hard to trust you, but your actions speak otherwise. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, and I'm sorry. Maybe I have been irresponsible. I wasn't really thinking about Chrissy enough, but I need time off from motherhood too. I need to go out and have fun sometimes. I am going to explode if I don't.
Of course you do. I fully agree that wives and mothers should be able to take a break. So, I'm not saying that you need to stop taking one.
Right? I don't have Nick around to help me. I deserve to take a break or to enjoy myself.
But you still need to prioritize your family, and especially the safety of your child. You're Chrissy's only mom, and I know Nick is counting on you too. So if you need to take time off, just tell me. I can stay with her while you go and have fun. I have absolutely no problem with that. That is all I am saying. You don't even have to tell me where you're going if you don't want to.
Okay. I'm sorry, Olivia. I realize I have been selfish. I guess I was trying too hard to do everything on my own. I didn't know how else to free myself. But I see that's no excuse to leave my daughter at home at night. I was irresponsible.
I fully understand you are under lots of pressure without Nick around. It's okay to use an extra set of hands and let that burden off your shoulders sometimes. And if you need me to be those extra set of hands, by all means, Use them, please. I will come to help any time. So don't push yourself so hard.
Thank you, Olivia. I won't do anything that will make you suspicious of me anymore, and I will make sure Chrissy feels safe at all times.
Oh, I am so glad you understand. I know you are a good mother to Chrissy. Hey, I know her birthday is coming up this weekend. Despite all your hardships of taking care of her on your own, I hope you can find a way to enjoy your time with her on her special day. Do you have any plans?
Nothing in particular, but I will be spending the day with her. I will make sure she has fun on her birthday. Sorry to cause you worry, Olivia, and thank you for being honest with me. Grandma, help! I don't know what to do.
Chrissy, is everything all right? What's the matter?
There's blood everywhere. How do you stop it?
What? Where are you bleeding? Did you hurt yourself?
I was going to catch a bus to visit you, but I ran into another kid on the bike when I was walking down the block. There was blood all over the place.
You were on your way to visit me? Alone?
Yes, because there's no one home. I was going to go to your house to surprise you.
Where's your mom? I thought you were spending the day with her.
She went out to buy my birthday cake in the morning, but she hasn't been home since. I was lonely. I didn't want to end the day alone. Grandma, help! What should I do? The kid from the bike is crying. He's bleeding badly.
Okay, so you're not the one bleeding, but the boy from the bike? Are you hurt at all? I have a scratch, but that's all.
He's younger than me. He's crying, and his bleeding won't stop.
I understand your situation. Do you know where you are?
By the park down my block. Do you remember? The one with the yellow slide? I was just passing by when he came out of nowhere and we crashed.
I'm so sorry, dear. You must have been terrified.
I think he is more scared than I am.
You're right. Can you make out where he is bleeding from? Did he hurt his head? And are there any adults around you?
I think it's coming from his leg, near his knee. He's wearing a helmet, so his head is okay, I think. I don't see his parents or any adult from where I am right now.
Okay. All right, honey. Thank you for telling me. I have a friend who lives right in front of the park, so I will ask her to help you right away. You stay put.
Is he going to be okay? Should he be going to the hospital?
Everything is going to be okay, sweetheart. I will ask my friend to call an ambulance if it seems urgent. I am already in my car to come get you. I can take him to the hospital in my car if that's necessary. I will be there in 10 minutes. You don't need to worry about anything. Can you stay by his side so he calms down?
Okay. I am shaking, Grandma. I am so scared.
It's going to be okay. An adult is coming in a second, honey. Try to talk to him. Tell him that everything will be okay. I know you can do it, sweetie. You're a big girl now.
Okay, I will try to comfort him as much as possible.
Thank you, Chrissy. You are doing great. Hang tight. I'll be there before you know it. Hi, Stacy. How's Chrissy? Is she enjoying her birthday?
Hi, Olivia. Yes, she is enjoying it very much. She loves her birthday cake. I ordered a special one for today.
She loves it? Are you sure about that?
What? Of course I am sure. Why wouldn't she be? Oh, but I haven't had the chance to give her the present you prepared for her yet. I will keep it as a surprise for tomorrow. She should be in touch with you by then. Sorry for not giving it to her today, but I hope you don't mind.
Stacy, if there's one thing that I do mind, is about you not looking after your daughter. Why are you lying to me? What has gotten into you?
What lie? What are you talking about?
Chrissy is with me now. You're still not home, are you? And you're even lying about the cake. You never went to pick anything up. I don't think you had anything ordered in the first place. Where have you been all this time?
Huh? Chrissy is with you? Why? How are you with her? Did you invite yourself in?
You should be relieved that she is with me, safe. You don't even know what she has been through today. The poor child is taking a nap right now in my bedroom. And you have a lot of explaining to do.
Wait a second. Why is she at your house? Did you take her from our house without telling me?
She was headed to my house to surprise me when she got into an accident with another child today. She reached out to me for help because she didn't know where you were. She told me how you haven't been home since you went out to pick her birthday cake up. She had no idea when you were coming home, so she reached out to me instead of you.
Hold on. What accident? You're joking, right? I'm our mom and no one thought of telling me sooner? Why hasn't anyone told me about the accident? Is she okay?
She crashed into a boy on a bicycle. Both of them are okay. The boy on the bike was younger than Chrissy and hurt his knee, but nothing serious. They were both very shaken up, but I was able to handle the situation.
Jesus, Olivia. If no one was seriously injured, don't scare me like that. I'm glad they are both okay.
You should have been there for her, you fool. Chrissy was terrified. The boy was bleeding and he wouldn't stop crying, and his parents weren't around when it happened. But she kept on comforting him until I arrived. He had calmed down by the time I got there. His knee was bleeding pretty badly, though, so I could see why both of them were scared.
Did you talk to his parents?
Yes, it's all done now.
Wow, okay. Well, I guess I owe you thanks for handling everything.
I did what was necessary, but now I would like to talk about you. The fact that you didn't know Chrissy was at home tells me you are still not home right now. So where the hell are you? And where the hell have you been doing all day? Have you forgotten about her? What were you going to tell Chrissy? That you had to take the plane to go get to the cake shop?
I just got stuck in traffic. There was a huge accident on the road that I couldn't go anywhere until they cleared the scene. That's all. Just couldn't make it home sooner by chance.
You've been stuck in traffic? Chrissy told me you left for the cake before noon. That's nearly half a day ago. You do know it's past 9 p.m. now, right? Where was the accident? I haven't heard of any accident big enough to stop the traffic for half a day.
I don't know the details. I didn't witness the scene. But I'm telling you, there was a lot of traffic and I was stuck. Perhaps there was a bad crash or something. You can't blame the accident on me, though. I had nothing to do with it. And I didn't choose to get stuck.
I see. So then you're saying you haven't got home by coincidence. You didn't plan any of it. And you didn't mean to abandon your daughter for more than 10 hours?
Exactly. I promise I won't let Chrissy feel unsafe. I meant that. I would never leave her on purpose. Don't you believe me? You have to give me a little bit of trust.
Stacy, I wish you would stop lying to me. You think you're making up good stories, but you are just a bad liar. I would find out the truth so easily. I don't understand why you can't see that.
Excuse me? I am not lying. I don't even know why you think that. I am telling you the truth.
Stop it, Stacy. Chrissy was watching you leave the house this morning when you said you were off to get the cake. She said you left in a man's car, the same guy Chrissy saw you with the other day, which means you left your car in the driveway. So tell me, you have been stuck in traffic with him this whole time? Is that correct? And it didn't even bother you that you have been stuck in traffic for that long while your daughter is alone at home? You didn't think to message her to tell her what was going on?
See, the cake shop was quite far. I am not a confident driver, so I asked my friend to drive me. How's that so bad? I didn't message her because I've had bad reception, and for the millionth time, he is just a friend. Is it a sin for a woman to have a male friend? I think you all have such dirty minds to immediately assume that I am cheating on my husband just because I am with another man.
Are you sure he is just a friend? Are you sure you are not lying to me again? Because you are digging your own grave to lie upon more lies. I assure you I will find out if you are lying.
I have nothing to hide. He is just a good friend who helps me get around. I'm not lying.
All right then. I will ask a private investigator to look into this matter. It will help us find out who he is and what sort of relationship he has with you. I'm sure you don't mind me hiring one if you don't have anything to hide.
Huh? A private investigator? You're going to hire someone to look into my friend?
Yes, that's the plan. I told Nick what happened today. He said he wants to find out who he is. He will be back sooner than originally planned to look into this matter more seriously. But in the meantime, ask me to call a few investigations to start the process.
Hey, wait a second. You told Nick. You can't do that.
What makes you think I would keep this from my son? I had asked you respectfully not to leave Chrissy at home by herself. I even offered you my help if you ever needed. That conversation was only a couple days ago. You couldn't keep your promise for a week. You have put your own daughter in danger. How do you expect me to keep this a secret? I refuse to let you risk Chrissy's safety.
But, Olivia, that's not fair. He only knows your side of the story. What did he say anyways?
He said he would make his final decision based on what we find out about your friend. But at the moment, he is outraged about how you have treated Chrissy. He is in disbelief and does not trust you with her anymore. He considers your action as abuse and is thinking about divorcing you.
What? A divorce? No, that can't happen. You have to make him stop. He can't divorce me.
Stacy, I don't think you are understanding the situation correctly. You are the reason Chrissy got into an accident in the first place. If you didn't abandon her, she never would have tried to come to my house on her own. No one would have gotten hurt. I don't know if you're cheating on Nick or not, but as far as I can tell, you have prioritized your friend over Chrissy, and your choice has led to where you stand now. So you have no right to blame me or Nick.
But a divorce? Come on, both of you are just overreacting. How can you people be so cruel? Don't you have any sympathy for me? You are his mom. You don't think divorcing me is the best option for your son?
Of course I do. In fact, I am very proud that he sees the seriousness in the situation, unlike you. I am proud that he is the kind of man who can prioritize his daughter's safety above all. And if he thinks divorcing you is best for Chrissy, well, I support his decision 100%.
No way. What am I going to do? How am I going to survive without him supporting me? I've been a housewife for all these years. I can't work. I can't live without Nick.
Don't ask me what to do. I can't help you on this one. You're an adult, Stacy. You should also have a brain. You need to learn how to think for yourself.
But you caused this. If you didn't tell Nick, none of this would have happened. I thought we had a bond, Olivia. How could you ignore my feelings? You know what it's like to be a mom. You could have been more sympathetic. You even agreed that women need breaks for their own homes. Have you forgotten? Were you just pretending to be my friend? I thought you understood me, Olivia.
A break? Seriously? You must be crazy if you think I or anyone else would ever approve you abandoning your child to spend time with another man. And to do that on her birthday, that is not taking a break. That is you being selfish, irresponsible, and abusive. It is outrageous and will not be accepted. I have never been so furious at someone like this. I do not have any sympathy for you.
You prefer for us to get a divorce then? Your son won't find anyone else after failing his first marriage, and Chrissy will be raised by a single father. Do you see how society would perceive them? Their lives would be ruined. Can you let yourself live with that?
Me? Oh, I can live with that all right. If at all, you are the one who ruined their lives. But frankly, their lives would have been much happier without you in it. They don't need an absent mother or a cheating wife. I will give up everything to look after them both. They will have much less to worry about. Once you are alone, you will realize what a fool you have been. But hey, it won't matter, right? You'll get to take that nice long break you always wanted from being a mom or a wife. My son came back right away to discuss what has happened while he was away. Chrissy and I gave him all the details, and he was devastated to find out Chrissy's safety has been jeopardized multiple times. Stacy tried to defend herself, but it didn't change his decision to divorce her, seeing that she has prioritized herself over their daughter. It wasn't hard for the private investigator to find out who Stacy's friend was either. They got a hold of a few surveillance cameras that captured them together, in which they were clearly more than just friends. Chrissy and her father sued both of them for child endangerment and emotional distress. Seeing that the two intentionally left Chrissy repeatedly to see each other, the court saw the serious danger caused and they were able to win the case. Stacy didn't stand a chance at winning Chrissy's custody, of course, and seemed to have given up at an early stage, which made Chrissy a little sad, which she got over fairly quickly. Nick has officially moved back now, and the three of us live together. Chrissy doesn't miss her mom much, since she was never around to begin with. For me, it has felt like I'm a full-time mom again, which is hard sometimes, but I'm glad to be there to support the two, and that Chrissy will not feel lonely again. I don't know how Stacy ended up the way she did, but I hope the divorce taught her a good lesson, and that she regrets her selfishness now that she is the one alone.
Hey, Alex, where are you? Are you out drinking again?
No. I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to call you. I'm at my parents' house right now.
What? Why? You went there straight from work?
Yeah, I did. Mom asked me to come help her with something.
Help? Is everything okay?
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. Their old dining table broke and they bought a new one, and they needed me to help them carry it home. You know, because they both have bad backs.
Well, I understand, but I wish you'd told me. I didn't know, so I prepared you dinner.
I'm sorry, Kate. I was really tired from work, and it slipped my mind.
It must have taken you like an hour to get to your parents' place if you went from your office. That must have been hard on you, especially after work.
Yeah, I was debating whether I should go or not at first, but I thought that it'd be pretty inconvenient for them not to have a dining table, so I pushed myself and decided to go there in the end. So, I hope you understand and go easy on me about this.
I'm not upset. I think it's nice of you to help out your parents. I might have been unhappy if you were out drinking, though.
Good, thanks. Oh, and Mom says hi.
Please thank her for the gift she sent us the other day. And tell her that we really enjoy those chocolates. Oh, and can you ask her if she likes Madeline? There is a new bakery in town that has amazing Madeline, and I'm thinking about sending her some as a thank you.
Are you sure that's not going to be a lot of work for you?
No, not at all. I tried it with my friends the other day, and it was so good. I want your mom to taste them as well. And I know she likes having a little treat during her tea time.
You know her so well. You really like her, don't you?
Oh, sorry. I want your dad to try their Madeline too.
Thinking about what my dad would like didn't even cross your mind, did it? Your love for my mom is so big.
Well, yeah, because I respect her so much.
Huh? How so?
You know how she worked in the hotel industry like I currently am. Difference is that she worked at a high-end luxury hotel. They expect you to always have the best service skills and manners. So the fact that she was able to work there for so long speaks volumes about her.
She speaks a few different languages as well. And she used to work for a 5-star hotel in Europe before she got married with Dad. Yeah, I guess I can see why you'd look up to her so much.
Right? I want to be just like her. She's always positive, kind, and she has great communication skills. On top of that, she's even good at cooking. It's difficult to find any part of her that I don't respect.
I see. I will tell her that you said that. I'm sure she'll be happy. It makes me happy too that you think so highly of my mother.
Haha, you don't need to tell her anything. Anyways, are you going to be late tonight, or are you staying over there?
Maybe I will stay the night. It's already pretty late.
Yeah, it's not safe to drive at night when you are tired, so I think that's better. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. Hey, Alex? I found a little box with a necklace inside hidden in our closet. What is this?
Oh, that's a gift for Mom.
For your mom? Isn't the design a little bit too young for her taste? This is a popular brand, but mostly amongst girls in their 20s, you know? And both her birthday and Mother's Day have already passed, so why now?
Well, do I need a special reason to buy a gift for my mother? She was telling me that she's looking for a cute necklace, and I happened to come across that, so you don't think it's cute?
It's cute, but would she like this though? I feel like she would like more elegant designs better.
Right? That's what I initially thought too. But apparently, she always dreamed of having a necklace like this since she was younger. Because she was so busy working every day, she didn't get a chance to go and buy any cute jewelry for herself.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
She said she was too old by the time she had extra time and money. But she couldn't stop dreaming about it. How can a loving son resist buying a little gift for her after hearing that story?
I see. So that's why. I didn't know that your mom had such a cute side of her. But I understand why she would keep dreaming about things she wanted when she was younger. I think all of us girls always have that part of us no matter how old we get.
I guess so. Perhaps she was also a bit shy to wear cute accessories. Because she was tall and more cool than cute.
Yeah, maybe, but you're such a nice son. You didn't make fun of her dreams, and you even helped her realize her childhood dream by buying her something yourself, when you could have easily laughed about it and told her to think about her age.
Well, it'll be a lie if I said that I think this brand was appropriate for her age. But if my mother says it's her lifelong dream to own a piece from them, why wouldn't I want to make that dream come true as her son? Nobody lives forever, and I want to pay back everything they've done for me while I can.
I really respect that part of you. You also always make time to visit them, even after we got married.
Yeah, but only when I have time though. Wait, you don't have an issue with me going there often, do you?
Not at all. It might be too much if you ask me to come with you every time, but that's not the case, so I don't see why not.
Oh, good. I'm glad you feel that way.
Of course, it's nice that you visit them when you have a chance. I'm sure your parents are happy that you can check up on them often.
Buying the necklace wasn't easy though. I was the only guy at the jewelry shop.
Yeah, why didn't you ask me for help? I could have helped you pick.
That's true. Why didn't I think of that? The lady who helped me asked if it was for my girlfriend, and I was so embarrassed.
Oh, speaking of which, it's almost our wedding anniversary.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not like we ever do anything special on our anniversary, so...
Well, yeah, up until now. But it's also the 10-year anniversary for us dating this year as well.
Oh, it is? Wow. How do you remember that?
I just happened to remember when I was going through our old photo album. It's a good milestone, and I think it'd be nice to do something this year for a change.
Yeah, that's true. It would be nice, wouldn't it? I guess it's been a long time since we went out to a nice restaurant together.
Right? There's actually this sushi restaurant that I've been wanting to try for a while. It's not cheap, but it's for our anniversary, so what do you think?
That sounds perfect.
Yay! I will make a reservation then. Make sure you come home early that day. Don't expect any overtime.
Kate, I'm so sorry. I don't think I can come home tonight. I know we had that reservation for our anniversary dinner. I feel horrible.
Why? What happened? Did they ask you to work overtime again?
No, I just got a call and apparently, Mom suddenly collapsed.
What? Is she okay?
I don't know, but it sounded like she's in critical condition right now.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. I mean, it's so sudden. Anyways, I don't have any details yet. I'm going to go to the hospital and find out more.
Yes, you should. You should still drive safe, but try to get there as soon as you can.
I'm sorry about the dinner. I know you made the reservation and everything.
Don't worry about that at all. Your mom is way more important. Don't think about it and just go see her.
Thanks. I'm going to stay there tonight, but I will let you know as soon as I find out more information. Hey, Kate. Sorry I couldn't message you earlier. A miracle has happened, and she regained her consciousness. The doctor thinks she's going to be okay, so I'm on my way home now.
Did they find out what's wrong?
Yeah, apparently she had a stroke. Apparently it's more common than you'd think. I guess we should be careful too. Anyways, I'm so relieved that she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's never collapsed to begin with. She's crying here right next to me.
What? She is?
Yeah, isn't this a mystery? How can she be here now if she was in a critical condition last night?
Why are you with her?
She called me earlier. She happened to be in the area and was wondering if I'd want to grab lunch with her. Imagine my surprise.
Why would she call you?
Well, it's good that she did, because I wouldn't have found out about all your lying otherwise.
No, you're misunderstanding. This is not a lie. It's a simple mistake.
What? How can this be anything but a lie? I wonder where you stayed the night if you weren't at the hospital.
There's just something that I had to attend to.
Well, it must have been something very important then. More important than our anniversary dinner.
No, it wasn't more important.
Why did you ditch me then?
Well, they didn't take no for an answer.
Who didn't take no for an answer?
My boss from work. I'm sorry I didn't tell you honestly, but I promise that I have done nothing that I need to hide from you.
Is that so? Oh, by the way, you know that necklace you brought for your mom? She says she's never received any necklace from you. Who's the young lady that received your gift, Alex?
What do you mean? Which young lady?
I'm asking you that question. She must be your mistress. Everything makes sense if that's the case.
I'm not cheating on you. I would never do anything unfaithful.
I know you were lying about visiting your parents often. Your mom told me that you hardly ever visit them, which means you lied about helping them with their dining table too. Were you with your mistress that night too?
No, I wasn't.
Don't even try to defend yourself anymore, Alex. Both your mom and I already know what you were up to. You can't talk your way out of this. No lie can get you off the hook, so you better come clean.
I'm sorry.
So, you admit it.
I just didn't want to hurt you. I knew that it was wrong. I knew that I shouldn't be doing this. But I couldn't bring myself to stop.
Stop what? Don't be vague about it and explain properly. Your mom is here reading this with me too. Do you prefer for her to call you right now instead? Would you like to explain everything to her directly with your own mouth?
I have a girlfriend that I'm seeing.
You mean a mistress?
I guess you could call her that too.
Who is she? Is she someone I know?
She's this junior associate on my team at work.
I knew it. I thought it was strange that your mom would ask for a necklace like that. Why would you lie about her being in a hospital? You made me worry sick about her.
Because I knew that I needed a really good reason to cancel our anniversary dinner at the last minute like that. Especially because you just found that necklace earlier and were suspicious.
Why would you cancel our plans if you knew it was that risky?
She caught a cold and asked me to stay with her. She was really sick, so I couldn't just leave her alone. I'm sorry.
You are sorry? Do you think sorry is going to make up for you cheating?
No, that's not what I think at all. I will make it up to you. I promise. I will break up with her, and I will never see her again.
I don't care. I'm done with you anyways.
You're not thinking about divorcing me, are you?
Divorcing you? Of course I'm thinking about it.
You're going to break up with me over a single mistake? I know I shouldn't have lied to you, but this isn't a big enough deal for a divorce.
This isn't a big enough deal? You think this isn't a big deal? Wow, I guess I'm seeing who you really are for the first time.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Your mom is calling your dad right now.
How is she? Still crying?
She stopped crying, and now she's just really upset with you. She's asking for your mistress to come and face us.
I can't ask her to do that.
Oh, really? If that's the case, your mom says she's going to call your office directly tomorrow.
Call my office? Why would she want to do that?
Because we need to have a talk with her as well. Your girlfriend must be at your office if you guys are on the same team. I would be curious to see what kind of girl you were cheating on me with, and face her directly.
That is so unnecessary. I don't understand why you need to do that.
We want to hear her side of the story as well, and I can't just let all this slide without doing anything. I want to see her and give her a piece of my mind, and tell her directly that she's going to pay for this.
Listen, you have every right to be upset, but I don't think it's a good idea to make this into a bigger deal than it should be. You wouldn't want people to find out that your husband was having an affair, would you?
You don't want people to find out. Same with your mistress too. It's true that people would know that I'm the wife whose husband cheated, and it would hurt my reputation, but I don't care.
I think you should care.
It's more important for people to know how preserved you two are, to ensure that you guys lose your reputations at the office. I want everyone in the office to talk about you two behind your backs when you come into the office.
Kate, you gotta calm down. I don't think you're making the right decision right now.
You are the one who didn't make the right decision. I don't know which of you initiated this first, but you should have known better. It shouldn't be so difficult to know this was a bad idea. Your mom just called the office, by the way.
Wait, for real?
It doesn't seem like you are at the office now, so I guess you took half the day off. Aren't you excited to go there now? I'm pretty sure that your mom is telling your work everything.
I can't believe you guys pulled my work into this. I know what I did was wrong, but this is way too much. They just put me in charge of dealing with this really big project too. I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize my career.
We aren't jeopardizing anything. We are simply checking the facts. And shouldn't you be worrying about the feelings of me and your mom of all things? Why don't you stop being so self-centered and apologize sincerely for once? Well, either way, nothing will stop us until we completely destroy your reputation. After that, we ended up having a face-to-face discussion with him, his mistress, and his boss as well. Of course his boss had nothing to do with it, but he volunteered to help us resolve the situation as quickly as possible. I guess his boss was more worried about the effect that this affair might have on his team's performance if things dragged along too long. In any case, we were able to come up with a settlement pretty quickly thanks to his boss. We got divorced, and Alex agreed to pay me a lot of alimony. The mistress was so ashamed that she relocated to a remote location after everything settled. Oh, and Alex ended up being pulled from that big project he was talking about after his work found out. I guess they felt with all his lying that he couldn't be trusted, so I don't think he will ever get any good opportunities anymore after this. Alex's mom apologized to me over and over about what her son did to me. I'd say he is the worst son ever to make his own parents apologize for his unfaithfulness.
Jay, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning? It's pretty close to noon now, Autumn. Are you only just waking up right now? I guess you really are taking things easy at your mom and dad's house now, huh?
I did wake up a little earlier than this, but because you were you, I assumed you were still sleeping. That's why I waited to text you for a little bit.
Oh, so that's what's up. Well, today was a day off for me, and so I was able to sleep it until 10 a.m.
I knew it. Seems like you're relaxing even more than me. You're not causing your mom any problems, right?
I'm not doing a thing to make them upset with me.
Well, that's good to hear at least. How is May doing? Even though I'm not around, she's not lonely, right?
I think right now she's doing pretty good. And if she is lonely right now, she hasn't cried or done anything about it.
I guess she'd finally be able to handle herself when I'm not around then. She's finally going to act like an older sister.
Well, she's gonna have a little brother here soon, so maybe she's realized she needs to grow up a little bit for him. I bet she feels the need to become an older sister coming on.
That's probably right. Even before I had left back to my parents' house, she seemed a lot more mature. And since she looked fine to me, I was able to be worry-free when I left. However, I'm sure she's still lonely.
How are things with you? You seem to be in a pretty big rush to get home and everything, but are things finally settling down for you now?
Well, that's because I had to prepare all my things so that I could stay here before having the baby. And so before the day I left, I was running all over getting clothes and cosmetic care stuff together for myself. But since I've gotten here, I've been able to take things really easy.
We even got all our things handled so that May and I could go to my folks' place. Thank you for doing so much that while having that baby in your belly weighing you down.
Don't worry about it. I'm thankful that you were able to go back to your parents' house while I'm here. I was a little worried about leaving you two in our house all alone.
But I'm sure I could have handled things in our house all by myself. Although having to work a full-time job and do the chores and care for May would have been a handful. Being back with my mom and dad now makes things a whole lot more relaxing, and he does all the chores for me.
That's right, and that's why I'm thankful for them. Coming back to my parents has made things more relaxing for me as well. I'm sure anyone would say the same thing about that. Make sure to tell your parents that I'm thankful for what they're doing.
You don't have to thank them for this. As long as letting us stay involves her granddaughter, they're happy to have us here. And even better, this is all in preparation for their soon-to-come grandson. So right now, they're excited having us here.
And that's wonderful to think of. It's because of all you guys helping me that I'll be able to do my best with the birth.
And I'll make sure to keep doing my best with anything I can do. But compared to how hard you're putting in work for this, my effort is nothing.
That's not true at all. You're doing a lot for me by looking after May. I think having to bring her to my parents' house with me during all this would have stressed her and myself out.
And so, I'll make sure that while we're both at my folks' house, we have lots of fun. I'm also really looking forward to seeing my new son.
And I can't wait to bring our baby son back to the house.
I will say that I'm happy that May is doing so well right now, but I just hope as we get closer to the delivery date, she doesn't start to whine about missing you.
Well, if that happens, you can have her call me on your phone and we can talk a little. And that's kind of the reason I got her a smartphone, so that she can call me when she gets lonely. So maybe try to get her to call me on her phone.
She seems to be very happy that you got that for her. She's always going around now with it, taking pictures and videos of everything she finds interesting. And she's always telling me that when she sees you next, she wants to show you everything.
I'm happy to hear that. I'll make sure that after giving birth to her little brother, she takes lots of pictures of all of us.
She really will become a cameraman one day. Well, we're getting close to having lunch here. You can contact me whenever you want, or maybe just take some time to relax and not worry about us here.
Okay, thank you.
Autumn, what am I gonna do? There's a real problem over here. I can't seem to find May anywhere.
Huh? You haven't seen her anywhere around your parents' house? Are you sure you searched hard enough?
When I took my eyes off her for 1 second, she was just gone. I looked all throughout the house for her, but she was nowhere to be found. I looked in both bathrooms and the bedrooms, the basement, the garage, the dining room, and the living room, and her shoes aren't at the front door anymore either. I think she's gone outside somewhere. And so right now, we're all outside going around the yard in the neighborhood looking for her.
Did she leave the house at all just to play?
But if she did, she'd never just leave the house without telling one of us here.
Is there a park nearby that she could be at? Maybe she was just bored and left to go there and play without telling you all.
I thought that as well, and so I went to the closest park that we're usually at, and she was not there. No kids were. And I went to the local supermarket, and she wasn't there. And to the school's playground here.
And her smartphone is gone as well?
Yeah, I tried to text her, but she hasn't even read the message.
You should be able to use the GPS and see where her phone is right now, right? We downloaded an app like that onto her phone and ours. Did you take a look at that?
I took a look at that, and it says that her phone's GPS is turned off. I'm not sure if she was able to turn it off herself or not. Or maybe someone has gone and done it for her.
This doesn't mean that there's seriously something like an accident going on right now, right? Nobody kidnapped her, right?
I don't know. But my parents' neighborhood has always been really safe. And there's never been issues with kidnappings or anything. And everyone in the town knows everyone, so they'd know if someone was up to something like that. There's even a neighborhood watch always looking out for people that might do that.
So then it's probably not likely that somebody took her. I wonder where she ran off to.
The river that runs near my parents' house has been flowing really fast due to yesterday's big rain. If she happened to go in there and lose her footing, maybe she got swept away. I don't want to imagine something like that, but
We've told her plenty of times to never go near bodies of water without a parent around her. So she shouldn't have done anything like that. But what should we do right now?
her backpack is also gone and I couldn't find it in the house. If she planned to go out to play somewhere around here, she wouldn't have taken that with her, right? Maybe she had plans to go somewhere specific for something. It's a bit far, but there is a bus stop in town.
You're talking about that long-distance bus stop? It'd take an adult at least 15 minutes to get over there from your parents' house.
So in her case, around 30 minutes or so?
I really wonder where she'd be going.
Maybe she's gonna try and visit you. She never seemed to be that lonely to me, but I'm sure deep down she really wanted to see you. Perhaps her feelings of loneliness just took over her. And she made this move out of desperation?
I wonder if an elementary schooler would really go and do that, though. She doesn't even know how to get here, right?
I'm sure if we called and asked the transportation office, they could tell us if they've seen someone like her. Maybe ask those that use the bus system a lot. I don't want to think that she could do that, but there's no saying what she could have done, right? It's not impossible that she got onto a bus thinking she'd make it to you.
Now that I think of it, they had a special class on public transportation and things like that a month ago. And they learned that as long as you have $1, you can use the buses here to get pretty much anywhere. So she might be on one.
Does she even carry money on herself, though?
She might have the child pass the school created for them during that class.
Did they put money on them?
I think with those cards, kids 10 and under ride for free. And when it comes to any money on her, I gave her $15 to spend while I'm at my parents'. I was hoping she'd use that money on candy and toys.
Well, with that, she might have been able to take that bus. Do you think that you can try giving her a call to see if she answers? Maybe if she sees a call or text from you, she'll answer.
Alright. But if she doesn't reply, what should we do? I think that it'd be best to tell the police about this and see if they can do a larger search for her.
That's a good option. I'll start by going to the bus station right now and then to the main office to ask them about her. I'm sure someone there might have seen her, or perhaps they can start asking the bus drivers.
Alright. Please, Jay. May, where are you? When you see this message, please reply to me immediately.
Mom, what's wrong?
May, are you okay? You're not hurt, right?
No, I'm okay, Mom.
Thank God. I heard from your dad that you had ran off, so where are you right now? Everyone is worried about you very much right now. Everyone is still going around looking for you.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm coming to see you.
I knew that could be the case. But you can't just do that alone. You just left the house without saying anything to your dad or grandparents. Your dad is really, really worried about you.
I'm sorry for leaving him without saying anything first. But don't tell Dad that I'm coming to you. If he finds me, I'll be in a lot of trouble.
Why though? I have to tell your dad soon.
I don't want to go back to that house. Being over there is dangerous and scary.
What do you mean?
And yet when I run away from him, being with him is not good.
What are you talking about, May? There's nothing dangerous or scary about being with your dad. He's our family, right? And we're safe with one another, right?
I heard them. About what Dad and them were talking about. Grammy and Grampy are scary bad people as well.
What did you hear them say?
I want to come to you, Mom. I don't like Dad anymore.
Okay, can you calm down first? Where are you right now, May? Do you know where you're at right now?
I am on the bus.
Did you go on that bus all by yourself? That's pretty amazing if you did.
When I got to the station, an older girl told me how to ride the bus.
I see.
What should I do now, though?
Just stay on the bus until the last stop and get off there. Once you get off of it, stay at the bus stop and call me, please.
Okay.
And tell the bus driver that you lost your mom so that he'll stay by you. He might even take you to the police station with you, and that's okay. I'll make sure to meet you there and take you back with me. And while you're on that bus, make sure to stay by other women, okay? I don't want you sitting alone.
Why not?
Because it's not safe for you to be on your own in a bus.
Will Dad come too?
No, he'll stay away. I'll let him know that I found you, but I'll make sure that he doesn't come to us, okay? Your grandparents and I will come and get you. But please, tell me what's wrong when we get home, okay?
Okay. I want to see you now, Mom.
And I want to see you now as well, May. I'm glad that I was able to talk to you. I'll be coming that way right now to get you.
May, I heard about you from Mom. You ended up riding that bus all by yourself, huh? You can't be doing things like that anymore, okay? We've all been really worried about you.
Okay.
I'm also a little mad at you. I had to run around for a long time looking for you. What is with that attitude, Missy? You're not even sad that you did that to me? Apologize to me right now.
Why do I have to apologize to you, Dad?
You're asking me why? Because you wasted a lot of my time and energy. And both Grammy and Grampy had to go around looking for you all day with me.
You're lying. Because I know that you guys don't care about me.
What are you saying, May? Why would we not care about you?
I know that you don't love me or Mom anymore. The only reason you want to still live with us is because of the baby, right?
Why are you starting to tell me all that nonsense now? You said that right now, May!
You're not my dad anymore. I don't have a dad anymore.
Excuse me?
Mom even said that. She said that she doesn't need Dad anymore.
What? Mom said that too? What do you mean by that, May? What's happened to May? Is she having a panic attack or something?
It appears that May might have noticed and heard something that happened between you and your parents there. And because of that, she no longer trusts you as her dad anymore.
What the heck are you talking about?
She happened to see you talking with your parents about what would happen after this. You plan to leave me and May behind right after I've had our son, right? That's the plan you all had made.
Huh? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Why would I ever want to throw you guys away even? What was her reason for me wanting to do that to the two of you in the first place?
You only see our son as being worthy of being a part of your family. And it seems you three had talked about how after I've given birth to him, you have no more use for May and I. And what's even scarier is that she heard you guys saying you would hurt us before the divorce, and then get the insurance money before leaving us both behind. And you guys even went over how you were going to hurt May, right? Throwing her down the stairs or having her get hit by a car.
And that's what May has been telling you?
She has. And that's why she felt in danger there and ran away to come find me. She even told me she didn't want to be near you anymore.
We never talked about anything like that though, Autumn.
So you're saying that May is lying to me about all of that?
I'm not sure what's gotten into her, but I think there may have been a misunderstanding somewhere. She's a little girl after all, right? You can't just start believing whatever's going on in her imagination.
Well, I think I'm going to keep believing in what she's told me.
Why would you do that? You don't even have any proof of me saying such things.
Oh, I do have proof, Jay.
What?
When you guys were talking all about what would happen next with us, May took a video of all of it. The volume is a bit hard to hear, but when I turn it up all the way, I can hear all of you clearly. About how we'd become useless to your family. About how you planned to get the two of us injured.
That can't be right.
What can't be right, Jay? You said it very clearly to both of your parents. Something about how you would be able to marry a Jane afterwards. Isn't Jane that one girl you grew up with when you were younger?
She is.
So, can you please explain to me what all of this is then? I already learned a lot of it, but I'd like to hear from you and what you had planned and why.
I've been dating Jane this whole time. And we've been planning to get married to one another.
Why didn't you marry her before me?
Because she isn't able to get pregnant. She's infertile.
Well, what does it matter that she can make babies or not?
Because my parents would not forgive me for that. My family has had their brewery going for over 150 years now, and they plan to keep it going forever. And they want to make sure I have a kid that can take over the company when we're gone. And so they said that only let me marry a woman that could give us kids to pass said company on to. If not, they'd kick me out of the family and I wouldn't get anything from them.
So this is all about keeping the family line going. So? Why did things come to this?
Because even though we've been together this long, I still always wanted to be married to Jane. So the plan was to have kids with another woman, you, and afterwards go back to marrying her.
And so you're just using me. You only wanted to be with me so that you could get yourself a son? And then after that happened, you just throw us both away?
If the first child had been a boy, then I would have divorced you then.
You're the worst, Jay. And another thing, you planned to hurt May and I physically. Just so you could get our insurance money and run.
Actually, that was my parents' plan for the two of you. Right now, things with the brewery are a bit rough, and so they need more money to maintain it longer.
What kind of bullcrap reasoning is that? You say it like it wasn't your idea, yet you never said no to them about that one, right?
I cannot say no to my parents. I have to do it so that they'll let me be married to Jane, or else I'll never be allowed to go back to her.
And so to be back together with someone you grew up with, you'd be fine harming a little girl and her mother? That's completely screwed up, Jay. I'm not letting you have my son. I'm going to divorce you, and then I'm taking them both with me.
I won't be letting you do that. He's my baby boy!
Do you actually think you're responsible enough to have him in your care? I'm not going to let either of my children end up being used as tools so that you and your parents can live easy.
If you think you're gonna take my boy from me, then I'll get a lawyer and take you to court. Is that what you want from this?
Do whatever you'd like, Jay. I'll make sure that I have a good offense that'll bring you guys down. And along with that, I'm going to make sure that Jane woman pays me as well for this.
Huh? But Jane has nothing to do with all this!
But what you just told me a little bit ago is that you have been dating her this whole time while you and I have been together. You not only cheated on me, but threatened to harm my baby girl. I'm sure you won't only be losing the rights to your kids, but you'll also have to deal with the repercussions of cheating on me. Get ready for the day I come for you, Jay.
Just shut up and hand me my son when he's here. I just want to marry the person I actually love.
And I want to live with the children I actually love, Jay. So you can go ahead and keep thinking about yourself, but I'll be throwing you out of my family. And so you'll never be getting my son. You go run off to that woman, but you never lay another finger on my family. Both of them don't need to be involved in something as disgusting as your family's ideas.
Wait a second, Autumn! If I don't get my son, then I won't be able to marry her! I've come all this way from marrying a woman I don't love to having to raise a girl for her. And now all my patience is gonna be for nothing!
Well, that's not going to be a problem I have to face. It's your fault, after all, for letting this happen to yourself. Well, I'm done talking with you. If you have anything else to say to me, leave it for when my lawyer is around. And I want you to tell my lawyer the same thing you told me. About why you want my son so badly. Maybe if he's stupid enough, he'll even buy that reasoning. But other than that, I don't want you saying anything else to us.
Please! If you want money, I can get you a lot of that! Please, just come to me and let's discuss everything. Please, Autumn!
I'm at the point where I'm going to have a baby. And I'm not going to let you touch the baby boy that comes from me, because you only want him as a tool. Just the same way you wanted me. I'll make sure to fight until my last breath to protect my kids from you. I will not let you hurt my daughter, and I will not let you use my son. If you want to marry Jane that badly, then maybe give as much effort as I have being married to you. After that, the divorce I planned to have with my husband was taken to court and was halted as we fought one another. But because of all the evidence I brought in later, and with the texts I showed the judge from the last conversation, it was ruled that he was no longer allowed anywhere close to my children, as he only wanted them for money purposes. Along with that, there was also the part about how he had been cheating on me forever with Jane, and so I was able to get huge settlements from both Jay and Jane. Even though the plan that Jay and his parents set up had failed, he still went to them saying he'd marry Jane. But due to the faith his parents had in their legacy, they continued to harass him and Jane, and one day she had enough and vanished from his side before they could ever get married. And because of what they did to his true love, he held a massive grudge against them, and to this day, they have never been able to meet without getting into fights. And a little time after that, the brewery that his parents owned fell apart and was closed for good. They had tried so hard to plan for a way to use my daughter and my health as a way of gaining more money to save that place, but after we got away with no harm, there was no insurance money they could use. I have no hard feelings about what had happened in the end. It just turns out that they weren't my family after all, and never wanted to keep myself or my children safe. I'm just happy that I was able to find out about this before I had my son. Currently, I'm back at my parents' house still, and have both my kids here with me. Both my parents were told about this story and stood by me to make sure that I made it out okay with both of my babies. And being in a big home with them has made my life so much more beautiful, as unlike Jay's family, they show my kids that they love and care for them. I also love to think about how May was able to save this family from a horrible future with Jay, and that is very older sister-like of her. And so, for the rest of my life, I'll make sure she knows that she's a true hero. I'm just so grateful that I can live with my family today and not be in any danger of ever running into Jay again. After all, unlike Jay and his parents, we're all held together by something called love, and it's too strong to be broken. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.